Banks exert control over the money supply. Through their ability to create and regulate money, banks possess immense influence over economies and societies. As the famous economist Mayer Amschel Rothschild once said, "Give me control of a nation's money supply, and I care not who makes its laws." This statement highlights the power held by those who control the flow of money. Now, let's move on to point 2, debt-based economy. Banks play a pivotal role in perpetuating a debt-based economic system. As the renowned filmmaker and author Aaron Russo observed, the whole banking system is a giant con game. By creating money through loans and charging interest, banks foster a cycle of debt that keeps individuals, businesses, and even nations reliant on borrowing. Point 3. Influence on governments. Banks exert significant influence on governments through lobbying and financial support. As former U.S. President Woodrow Wilson famously stated, "I am a most unhappy man. I have unwittingly ruined my country." Wilson was referring to his regret for signing the Federal Reserve Act, which granted private banks substantial control over the U.S. monetary system. This quote underscores the powerful influence of banks on governments and their policies. Moving on to point 4, too big to fail. Some banks have become too big to fail, meaning their collapse would have severe repercussions on the economy. This concept was exemplified during the 2008 financial crisis, where major banks were deemed indispensable and subsequently bailed out with taxpayer money. As billionaire investor Warren Buffett famously quipped, "Only when the tide goes out do you discover who's been swimming naked." This highlights the risks posed by banks that have grown excessively powerful and interconnected. Point 5. Economic inequality. Banks' influence contributes to economic inequality. As Nobel laureate economist Joseph Stiglitz observed, inequality is not inevitable, it is a choice. Banks, through their lending practices and investment decisions, play a significant role in shaping the distribution of wealth in society. This perpetuates a system where the rich get richer while many struggle to attain financial security. Lastly, point 6, technological advancements. Banks have embraced technology to streamline operations and increase their influence. The rise of digital banking and fintech innovations has allowed banks to expand their reach and control over financial systems. As computer scientist and inventor Ray Kurzweil once stated, "The most important technologies are usually simple and low cost." Banks are leveraging technology to exert even greater influence over our financial lives.